guys find that since quarantine that you've been snacking a lot more? I have. So good. So it's been a while since I've given you an update of my home office. Let me show you around. I actually switched desks. My desk is now over here by the window. Originally it was on this side of the wall. It was just easy for me to film because I had my Aperture 120D. I could just put my camera there, turn on the lights, and just start filming. The only thing is that this room is actually pretty dark. I have a really small window over here and not much light comes in, and I've actually been having a lot of headaches trying to edit my videos on this side of the room because it was just so dark. So I just decided to switch the desk to this side of the room where it's by the window and it is much better for my eyes. If you guys remember, I actually had 3 backpacks on this wall. When I switched the desks, the background kind of looked too busy with having 3 backpacks on the wall, so I just reduced it down to 2. But because I couldn't find the original paint for this wall, you see these little splotches that I had to patch up. I'm gonna have to like repaint this entire office to like some white or whatever, but the backpack wall remains. Oh, and I put the plaque on the wall finally. Looks really good up there. Hold on, let me just, I'm so addicted. Okay, one more. All right, there we go. Great. Oh. Right, so today we're gonna check out a monitor that you probably have never heard of, but we're looking at the Desview R7 Plus, or R7P, a 7-inch touchscreen monitor. They are sponsoring this episode, but we're still gonna take a look at the monitor and I'm gonna give you my honest opinions on it. So we're gonna take a look at this because it's always good to see what kind of monitors are out there for everyone, especially mid-tiered price monitors that aren't too expensive. In this price point, it's pretty close to the Atomos Shinobi, even has a lot of similar features, but the Shinobi is a 5-inch monitor, while the Desview R7P is a 7-inch monitor. And when it comes to monitors, size matters. All right, here we go. You probably shouldn't do this. Oh, just kidding. It's not really in here. I've already attached it to my tripod. All right, let's take a look at the monitor. The Desview R7P is a 7-inch touchscreen monitor with a 1920 by 1080 display. It takes in a 4K signal via HDMI, which you can find 2 HDMI ports on the side. 1 input and 1 output if you want to send that same 4K signal to a secondary monitor without transmission delay or image loss. The monitor can be mounted with the 1/4-20 threads on the bottom and side and can be powered with a D-tap source or by using a Sony NP style battery. The monitor has 1000 nits of brightness, which should be bright enough to see your image and display information when you're outside. We'll test that out later. The R7P also supports HDR if you plan on shooting with an HLG picture profile. You can choose different aspect ratios, including anamorphic. You can install LUTs via USB to help you expose your shot if you know you're using a specific LUT. Very nice. You've got exposure assistant tools like false color, zebras, histogram, waveform, and vector scope. There's also focus peaking, audio levels, and of course, frame guides. And you can assign your favorite features as shortcuts on the top buttons. You can use the touchscreen to activate different features on the monitor, pinch to zoom, as well as double tap to activate the menu and navigate through the different options. Or you can use the wheel on the top. And lastly, there's a 3.5 headphone jack to monitor your audio. Just for kicks and giggles, what's inside the box? Okay, so of course you get the manual, you get power cables, HDMI cables, just, you know, your typical accessories that you would find from a monitor. There's also a silicone cover that you can attach over the monitor. Oh, that's cool. You know what would actually be really cool? If like companies just added like snacks as a part of their products, you know, like that'd be kind of cool. Oh, how cool a monitor. Oh, and what? A Chewy bar? I set this monitor up on my little YouTube setup on a tripod, and I even made a video about that recently, so if you want to check that out, hit the link right up here. Now, I get sent monitors quite often, and some are okay, and some are just really bad. And a lot of the reasons why is because some of those monitors aren't displaying an accurate image. For me, that's pretty important. Like, it doesn't have to be like spot on, but it has to be pretty darn close. All right, well, we're gonna go outside because I want to test out this 1000 nits screen. It's pretty glossy, so we're gonna see if we can actually view the monitor outside. But first, All right, so now we have our setup outside. It's pretty bright today, and so we're gonna take a look at the monitor, and I don't know if you can see it from this camera, but it's definitely overexposed. I'm gonna go ahead and activate the false colors. Oh yeah, definitely overexposed. All that red means it's overexposed. But the cool thing is that I can actually see everything, all the information from the screen, even though it's like super bright outside. I'm gonna turn off false colors. Yeah, I can see myself real clearly. All right, there you go. I'm just gonna increase the brightness. It'll be overexposed on this camera, but I just wanted to show you how clear this monitor is when filming outside. Okay, so we're back in the office because I want to see the footage in Premiere Pro and at the same time view it on the monitor to see if the image is somewhat accurate. And I pulled it up to the same exact frame, and here is the image on the Desview R7P, and here is that same frame in Premiere Pro. And to me, it looks pretty good. It might be a little bit brighter on the monitor. Like if you look at this chair over here, that looks a little hotter than what it looks like there in Premiere Pro. So if there's any discrepancies, there's that. It just might be a little bit brighter, although you could probably adjust the brightness of the monitor. But that's just me being super picky. But overall, for a sub $300 monitor, it looks pretty accurate. The monitor overall is great and definitely performed well in color accuracy and brightness. I will say though that the touchscreen responsiveness isn't as quick as the Atomos Shinobi. It's still pretty good, but there were a couple of times where I had to tap on something a couple of times just to activate a certain feature. Also, it's not the strongest of displays. I already dinged it, but then again, that was kind of my fault. Other than that, the Desview R7P is a great monitor for the price, and if you are in the market for a monitor, then definitely check it out. Well, huge thanks to Desview for sponsoring this video. Again, if you want to check out this monitor, then link will be in the description below. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my little mini tour of my office. I'm totally going to repaint the entire thing just because I don't like the color of these walls. So stay tuned for that. I'm totally going to mess it up. But thanks so much for watching. Thumbs up if you liked this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell so that you get notified of upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, what? Hold on. Where to go? Oh, there we go. Peace.